Hey guys, welcome back to Purely Walking. It's me, Ellie again, and today I'm going to be talking to you about 7 quirky things you might find when you come here in the Dominican Republic. These are things that are not common or not obvious to most travelers. Also, I should tell you, I am filming sitting down today. I'm not actually purely walking, I'm purely sitting down, and it's quite hot, as you might probably tell. It's because there's like a storm coming, and like, I don't know if you've seen the news, Fiona is coming here to the Dominican Republic. We're all staying tuned into the news, and it's quite cloudy outside. So I just decided to sit down with you guys, chat a little bit, and I hope you enjoy this video regardless. So these 7 things I'm going to talk to you about are not all necessarily bad things. I think there's like one thing that I can say is bad, but most of them are just things that are different or quirky, things that you probably didn't know about this country. Before I begin talking to you about these 7 quirky and interesting things about this country, I would like for you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit that like button if you would like more videos informing you about my hometown, my home country of the Dominican Republic. So let's get started. The first thing about the Dominican Republic you should know is the fact that we still have regular power outages. Unfortunately, in 2022, yes. Even though this situation has been getting better little by little over the years, we currently here, at least in Santo Domingo and the big cities, we do have certain districts, certain sectors that do have 24-hour light circuits. But in most of the national territory, people do get certain power outages, maybe a few times a week, sometimes even every day, and that's a situation we as Dominicans have to deal with. To talk to you about my personal situation, for example, I live in a 24-hour circuit. So where I live, the electricity barely ever goes out unless they're doing like maintenance or something different in the actual grid. But still, in my home, I do have an inverter. I'm not sure if that's what you call it in English, but it's a system or a machine that has batteries attached to it. And when there is electricity in the home, these batteries get some of the power, and if there's any power outages, these batteries start kicking in that energy that they have stored, so you do have power or energy even though there is no electricity in the regular electric grid. So this inverter machine, this is what a lot of medium to high income homes have, and also something that is very used in Dominican homes is actually a power generator as well. So when you see a tall modern building, most of them do have power generators. So in case there are power outages in the building, this power generator kicks in right away and you have electricity all the time. The second interesting thing that you do have to know, especially if you are a new traveler to the Dominican Republic, is that the tap water is not drinkable by any means. I mean, people use the tap water here, the water from like the sink. You use it to bathe, you can use it to wash dishes. It's okay to do all that stuff, and it has been treated and you can use it for that type of stuff, but it's not sufficiently filtered to drink. So take that into account. If you are a new traveler in the Dominican Republic, do not drink the tap water, even at your hotel. Just drink from bottles, or if there's like a restaurant that they give you water, drink from there, but don't drink the tap water. The third interesting thing about the Dominican Republic, it's something that I actually realized when I moved here, and it's the fact that in order to go to university after high school, you don't have to jump a lot of hoops. I mean, I know that in places like the United States or the UK, for example, in order to just get accepted into certain universities, you have to do a whole lot of things, write an essay, make videos, and even so, you have to have excellent grades, you have to do all these things. And even if you comply with all those things, you might not even get accepted to the college that you were wanting to go to. Well, that's not the situation here in the Dominican Republic. What I realized is the fact that here the universities just give you a simple admission exam, but they're not really forceful on the criteria to let you enter their place of learning. So after high school, what you do is just choose what university you would want to go to, you sign up, you take the test, and you go to it. So it's as simple as that. I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing. I just think that's something different that I realized. And I don't know, comment down below in your country, how difficult is it to get to college or university after high school? I would love to know. The fourth interesting thing that you might want to know about the Dominican Republic is the fact that it is fairly simple to come here in regards to the visa situation. So if you have an American passport or a European passport and a whole lot of other passports that I'm gonna actually link it in the description box below if you're interested, you don't really need to come up with a visa before you come here. You actually pay for a tourist card, what they call tarjeta de turista, and then you're good to go. I'll put on the screen right now how much it costs to get a tourist card. And I believe that the government actually has made it even simpler. Before, a few years ago, you had to come here, make a line when you come into the airport, make a line to pay for your tourist card. It was around $10 at that time, $10 to $15. And you would have to stay there in that line. It was pretty long. But now I believe, and I'll put it on the screen when I get the correct information, I believe that now you can get your tourist card included in your airplane ticket fee. So when you buy your airplane ticket, they include the tourist visa. And if, unfortunately, if you are Dominican and you're flying to the Dominican Republic, like if you're a Dominican that also has an American passport, for example, and you're flying to your own country, they do charge you those $10 in your ticket fee, and you would have to request for them to reimburse you for that money. That's unfortunate for us Dominicans that are flying to our own country, but it does make it easier to the tourists that are coming to our country. So that's interesting information I thought you might want to know. The fifth interesting thing that you might want to know about the Dominican Republic, and a lot of people get confused about this or don't even realize this, is the fact that we don't have the same migration laws as other countries, especially not the United States. So people are used to thinking that if you're born in a country, you are automatically given the citizenship to that country. That is the case for the United States, where they do have the jus solis and the jus sanguinis. So if your parents are American, you do have American citizenship automatically. And also, if you're born in the United States, regardless of where your parents or your family is from, you're also given the American citizenship. Well, guys, that is definitely not the case for the Dominican Republic. Our Dominican migration laws actually states that you are given Dominican citizenship if you are born in the Dominican Republic and have parents that are legal in the country. For example, permanent residents or citizens of the Dominican Republic. And if you are a child that are born in the Dominican Republic, but your parents are illegally in the country, you're not awarded Dominican citizenship. Also, if your parents are here for a diplomatic type of situation, like if they're diplomats here and they're not actually permanently living here, you're not automatically awarded a Dominican citizenship as well. So guys, these last two things are very interesting if you want to come and shop here or if you want to come and dine here in the restaurant. So stay tuned for these last two things. The sixth thing that I want to talk to you about is when you go shopping at the stores. So in most stores that you go to here in the Dominican Republic, the tax is already included in the price that you see in the price tags of the article that you are buying. If you go to any supermarket or any department stores, for example, you have a price on the tag, and that is exactly the price you pay when you go to check out. That is not the case, for example, if you go to the United States, where you see a price on the tag, and when you go check out for that article, you are adding the tax. So if you see a $5 article in a store in the United States, then you go check out and it's like $5.20, for example, because they add the tax to that article. Well, that's not the case here in the Dominican Republic. Most of the stores, you can see the tag, and that's exactly what you're going to pay when you check out. But something interesting that I believe it's not so good here in the DR is the return policies of most stores. So most stores are not willing to give you back your money once you spend your money there. If you want to return an article, they're more than happy to give you store credit, or they're more than happy to return the article and give you one of a similar value, but you have to really fight in order to get your money back. So be aware of that. And the last thing I'm gonna be talking to you about, that would be, I think, number 7. Yes, number 7 is if you are going to a Dominican restaurant. So in the case of restaurants, it can vary depending on what restaurants you go to, but you have to watch in the menu if it says that the taxes are included in the prices that you are seeing. So when you come here to eat at a restaurant, some restaurants do have the same thing that most department stores have, where you have the same price, and when you go to pay, it's the same price that you saw on the menu. But other restaurants do not. Some restaurants give you the price, and then when you ask for the bill, they add the tax to that price point. And also be aware of the fact that taxes here are about 18% above the prices of the things that you are consuming in a restaurant. Another interesting thing about restaurants is the fact that by law, you have to give 10% tip to your waiter, and that is also added in your bill if you're eating in the restaurant. So the bill should already have the tip that you're going to give your waiter, but most Dominicans or people that eat here not only pay the 10% that is on the bill, we sometimes, if we are given excellent service, like to pay a little bit extra. We leave a little bit of money in cash for the waiter to just get for themselves, because we're not really certain of how long it's gonna take for them to get that money that we paid on the bill. And there are rumors, I don't know about this certainly, but there are rumors that there are some restaurants that take that 10% and never give them to the waiter. So in order to salvage that part, some people like to also, apart from the 10% tip, we also give a little bit of cash for the waiter to take for themselves right away. All right, guys, so those were 7 things that I thought you should know about the Dominican Republic. Please let me know in the comments if you knew about any of these things, or if you are traveling in the future into the Dominican Republic. We would love to have you, but just take into account these 7 things so you won't be surprised when you come. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like this video if you want more information. And this is me signing out. I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.